happened.
No way.
Yeah, it's like a whole, we'll chat
man.
about it not on
Oh,
camera because I'm
man.
going to gossip with Ty Jump is what's
No,
going to
I was
happen. So you're running for city council,
Yeah.
which is really cool. I first met you at the Yes on 3 campaign, like group meetup. I'm not even sure what it was, but it was at the Center for Hope and Healing.
Yeah.
And I see you at every Lowell event, like in the best way. Like I went to the flag raising for Gay Pride, which Lowell does raise the flag.
Yes.
And I saw you there. You were like the first person I saw. And I see you at all of the cool progressive events that I also tend to go to. I was so hilariously surprised that I go to the Southeast Asian Water Festival in the back of the boat. Ty Chub! I was like, you're there again. It was so cool.
Yeah.
How did you get into doing that?
Yeah, it's just commitment, just commitment to give back to the communities,
But specifically boating. Like, where did you get into like those boats are amazing and so, I don't know, I love culture so fucking much.
Well,
and it's so beautiful that they bring that to Lowell and you were there as like the anchor.
The main thing behind it was basically we incorporate the cultures and the art together with the preventing violence. So the main thing about that boat rowing is basically saying to the community, this is where we meeting you where you at.
Okay.
And this is over like millions of Asian community watching these kind of shows, right? Watching that event, they say, we're here to represent healthy masculinity.
Yeah.
We're here to help represent healthy sportsmanship. We're here to represent men as role models, need to take more action in their responsibility in protecting women's rights. Whatever right there is. But we men have a lot of play into saying a lot of stuff because patriarchy is there.
Yep.
Right? We got to accept that. It's there. So it's our responsibility to break it down. It's not just equality, it's more like equity.
Yeah.
Yeah, people got to embrace equity.
I just know for a fact if I had like $1 million right now, I wouldn't keep that $1 million. I would make my community better, not because, it's the right thing to do even. It's because like, why would you not invest where you live? If you have enough money, now I have the biggest, best house. Keep expanding. So I want the best neighborhood and the best city and the best state. So if I had $1 billion, people are like, oh, you don't want to tax this. It's just like, why are they even keeping it long enough to be taxed? They should just be dumping it into making this place awesome,
Right, that $1 million, I'd rather use that to uplift other communities because then my name, right, my legacy will live on forever, right?
Yeah.
They call it legend live forever. Really is legend live forever.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. One of the reasons I'm moving to Lowell is I want to run for city council one day.
But
it'll be a different district. We'll live in different neighborhoods. By then we'll be allies.
I would love to work with you.
But yeah, samesies,
man. Your
man.
value and your standard, it was similar.
Yeah.
That's why I feel so connected with you. When you're talking about kids and how to uplift them, that's it.
That's the whole thing, man. On that note, I want to say thank you so much for meeting with me. And we will see you, I'm sure, at the next event where there's a flag raised or anything in Lowell, because I see you every time.
Getting extreme
with your local civil servants.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello and welcome to Getting Extreme with your local civil servants. And I'm here today with Emily Antle. I wanted to ask you, what about hot air ballooning appealed to you? Like, why did you say yes?
I'm not a huge fan of heights. When I was in college, I was in the Dominican Republic. The group of people I was with, they were like, hey, we found some cliffs. Let's go cliff diving. And I was like, okay, I'll cure my fear of heights because I'm not afraid of the water.
Yeah, right.
And I was comfortable jumping into the water.
For the hot air balloon, were you freaked out, or was it the same thing as college, like you were trying to cure it?
I figured I'd try. So I thought, either I'm in a panic or not. The top of the trees just looked like some sort of weird floor pattern.
Right.
So I'm looking over, I'm like, that is like an ugly office carpet.
Right. Just your brain coping.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, I didn't know until we were in the air that you can't steer a hot air balloon. Yeah. And I don't know, like, if I'm just an idiot or if there's anybody else in the world that, like, I just never really thought about it. Like, I just kind of assumed there would be some sort of wing on the back where you would navigate
like
the
a rudder.
Wind. Like a rudder. Like, I just figured hot air balloons had some sort of...
Because we have rudder technology.
Right, why?
We've had it for a few thousand years.
Yeah, that just seems so odd to me that, like, they wouldn't have...
Something.
added something in so that you can navigate. I was thinking that the guy had said there was a reason they do it for sunrise instead of sunset. I have no idea, but like if you're in France, which side does the sun set on? Like if you're in New England, the sun set.
Still on the west.
Is it always the same?
It is always.
No, but why? How come they do it at, because it's in the morning they can see. Never mind.
Yeah, it's because of the thermals.
Okay.
The earth warms up enough and you get enough.
Not for the views.
Not for the views. It has to do with the warm air rising off the earth.
Yeah,
and so once you get that reflection of the sun's heat back, then it creates it's unpredictable.
You're very smart.
Floating. I just listened.
I don't at all. If there was any safety like advice stuff, I wouldn't listen. With all of the getting extreme things that I'm doing, the one that I think I'm most afraid to do is skydiving. In Orange, Mass, there is a skydiving place. My dad's the only person in the history of place to miss the 30-acre target. I just feel like if it's in my heritage to not, I don't think that would be smart.
Or you could just make it your goal to one-up him and actually land.
That's a brilliant idea. That hot air balloon, what appealed to me was the view without actually exerting any energy or doing anything dangerous.
There are a lot of things where I feel like somebody has already done this with a camera.
Yeah.
And I can just watch the video and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, right. The hot air balloon, I guess you kind of could too, but I really like hot air balloons, like as a
you were
thing.
saying.
And you know what's interesting? I noticed in the town square in Chelmsford, all the flags have hot air balloons on them with really no rhyme or reason for that as the emblem of the banners in the center. Like why? Like
you should have asked me that beforehand. I would have gone and found the answer for you.
Yeah, I didn't even. I saw it literally. I think it was like 2 days ago that I looked up and I was like, why are there hot air balloons on these? Like, is it just because they're? What I was gonna say too is that what I like. That I hope becomes like a folklore of like you as a selectman is that I complain to you that there's no childcare options and you were like, what days do you need help? That's now the thing that I like tell people, like Emily Antel's so awesome. Don't try the same thing.
I have like limited hours.
Right. So I want to thank you for being here. And now let's take a look at some footage of us hot air ballooning together.
Yay!
So I am here with my awesome new friend Alexandra, who is running for city council in Lowell, which is the greatest city in the world, really. Since you will be a civil servant, I wanted to know, would you like to get extreme on my show?
Absolutely.
Okay, bungee jumping,
No,
extreme rollerblading, skydiving,
absolutely not.
fire breathing, snowboarding, a dance-off, knife throwing, hatchet throwing, have a wasabi eating contest, hang gliding. Could we jump off a bridge?
Absolutely not.
What? It'll be fun. In Hampton Beach?
Yikes, no.
Okay, karaoke.
Ooh, I like that.
All right,
yes.
okay, karaoke it is. My first question for you is, are you aware that you are sitting in the presence of a celebrity?
Celebrity? No.
Add your name to say you support our campaign.
Really, Bernie?
Hopefully our next contestant can provide our judges with some relief. Maybe the first
Oh my god, I totally remember this.
Do you really?
Jesus.
First of all, what is your reaction?
I was all for it. So Randy, I don't know what he was talking about, but I loved it.
So I think we should start a band together.
Let's do it.
The Lowellians or something very
Lowellians.
like Lowell oriented, because I genuinely love Lowell very, very, very much.
I do too.
When you make it to city council,
Amen.
could I be like Lowell's singer? Like I could be like Lowell's official entertainer.
I think we can make that happen.
I mean, I'm not trying to ask for special treatment, but
Like we can like make a band together and like every like flagpole like raise. Yeah, we
our
can do it.
faces, like, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we could have all of the city council meetings be in music form.
I
It's
agree.
like, come to order.
I approve that motion.
Thank you so much for talking with me. Once you are politically in power, I expect an agent.
We can make some phone calls.
Awesome. Well, thank you so
Absolutely.
much for
Thank
meeting
you.
with me.
Thank you so much.
Alexandra Del Villar. And check her out on Facebook. Where can people check you out?
On Facebook, you can check me out, Del Wheeler for Lowell. And on the ballot, I'm number 4, so you can check me out as Alexandra Amparo Del Wheeler.
Very cool. Thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you. Thank you so much.
And let's take a look at whatever clip that I'm going to edit in after this one.
Hi, I'm here with Acton TV at Acton's Monster Bash. This is the party ground for all the tons of kids in costumes. It's really fun. It's really interesting. All right, let's check it out. Interesting.
Hi there. I am the event coordinator. Yes, I put this together, so I'm with the rec department. This is our 14th year of doing Monster Bash, so it's been an annual event, a lot of fun. We do it down here at the bathhouse. Sometimes we move it up to the amphitheater. This year we brought it back down here, so try to mix it up.
What drove you to create the Monster Bash in the first place?
A fun Halloween party that's a little different than what everyone else is doing. So bring it outside, bring it at night, bring it to a blacklight DJ dance party. We do a mummy wrap, so the black lights look really cool on the white toilet paper, and then we're going to do a flashlight candy hunt. So it's a little different than just a Halloween party.
And who are you wearing?
Superman, of course, but my real name's Johnny.
What brings you to the Monster Bash?
I am here to win the candy competition and costume competition. I've won 10 times in a row.
Wow.
My name's Sensei Craig Kogan from Elite Freestyle Karate in Acton.
What brings you down to the Monster Bash?
Oh, we're here to check it out. We're going to have some kids breaking boards here. It's going to be a blast.
That's fascinating.
Yes, it is.
Hi, I'm drinking the local monster mud drained right from the monster's belly. It tastes delicious.
I'm Lisa, this is William.
What brings you out to the Monster Bash?
Oh, all the fun festivities. Great dance party, glow sticks, we're excited for some candy.
Interesting night here at Nara Park, a beautiful lake, a beautiful sky. A crazy event where kids from all over Acton come to have dances, eat candy, and do other fun things that kids do. What brings you to the Monster Bash?
I don't know. I just came here.
Fascinating. Hi, who are you wearing?
Kylo Ren.
Fascinating. What brings you to the Monster Bash?
Little candy and some dancing.
Oh yeah, I was just at the Monster Bash tonight, and this is really interesting. Might even spark some controversy on WPTS, or who's pulling the strings. I'm here with...
I'm Joseph.
And who are you wearing?
A werewolf.
What drove you to become a werewolf?
I don't know. I bought it at Party City.
Interesting. What brings you to the Monster Bash?
Candy.
Hi, who are you and what are you wearing?
I'm Zoe.
Fascinating. What brings you to the Monster Bash?
I don't know.
Fascinating. Amazing lots of lightsabers. We saw the hot dog, we saw the lightsaber man, we saw the goat, we saw the creation of Jack himself, and candy. Of course, we gotta have candy.
And
all right, fascinating.
How falling on your face, you know what I mean, like having life kick you in the face, it really like makes you bigger and better.
I've always had the door slammed on me constantly. And even as a child, I mean, I was 5 years old, I had polio.
Get the fuck out, really?
I was in Low General for 9 months.
What?
9 months.
That's
in there. 5 years
wild.
old. Oh yeah.
How do you feel about anti-vaxxers? Does that really bother you?
No, I really wish that my mother could get the vaccination, and it was out, but it wasn't, you know.
Nobody knew.
No, and I'll tell you that whole thing. I remember bits and pieces of it.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have pediatric nursing homes, so you stayed in the hospital.
Wow.
And then, by the way, there was no freaking video games. There was no television.
Yeah, right.
My thing was they'd put me in the wheelchair and I'd stare out the window.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
5 years old. I can't even freaking read.
Oh wow. That's wild.
So, and then every once in a while, they bring me downstairs. Usually once a day, they'd bring me downstairs. I remember getting the elevator and you get downstairs, and you go into a room, and they would have iron lungs in there. You know an iron lung is?
Oh yeah.
And it would be all different ages of people, right? And eventually you'd make friends with, with somebody, and you had to talk to them upside down. So I'd be talking to little Johnny, and one thing would lead to another, and you become kind of friendly with little Johnny. He's looking for you. Then you go down and you're looking around, you don't see Johnny. And you say, "Where's Johnny?" And they say, "Oh, he went home." Well, he died.
Oh my God.
Oh, you didn't know that. But I will tell you, one night, there was something that told me to get up and walk.
Yeah.
So I got up, and naturally I fell on my face because I don't have any muscle in my leg. And I can remember white coats going all around, blah, blah. And they rushed me down to Children's Hospital. And there I am in Children's Hospital, and the doctor said, "Look, he's taken a turn for the worse. He's got problems with this, that, whatever. First of all, I think he's going to pull through, but he's never going to walk."
Wow.
So my mother naturally was all upset, and I can remember hearing it. And I said, "Don't worry about it. I'm going to walk. I'm going to walk."
Yeah.
So right from a young age, I've had these obstacles, and you know what? I can love them.
Yeah, right?
I love them.
I'm so similar.
Fast forward, I'm married. My wife is a physical therapist. So we're down the beach one day. She said, "What's wrong with your left leg?" I said, "Nothing's wrong with my left leg." She said, "Yeah, it's smaller than the other one." I said, "No, it's not smaller." So she has freaking physical therapists have the little tape, measure it, and sure enough, it was smaller. I said, So this goes back now about 15 years ago. The Low General had the 100th, 150th, big whatever. And I look at the pullout, and I see this woman, and she's not called a physical therapist, she's called a physiotherapist. And I'm looking at it and looking at it. I go upstairs in the attic. It's about 99 degrees up there. My wife said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm looking for a picture." I was up there all day, and sure enough, I got the woman's picture. She said to me, "How do you know that woman?" I said, "She was my physical therapist. I remembered her face.
No
when
kidding.
5 years old. So I go to the hospital. They think it's me in the newspaper with this physiotherapist. It wasn't. It was another little boy. So, and I finally got that straightened out. But the doctor said, "We're going to try to track this woman down. If she's still alive and she can come, will you come as a special guest?" I said, "Absolutely." So they actually tracked her. She was a Canadian. She went up to Montreal, and then it was a dead road. They couldn't find it. But it's, hey.
That's so cool, though.
Yeah.
That, like, you got to get a pic, like, in your adulthood, like, that you recognized her.
I did. So, you know, I look at it, and when it comes time for handicapped kids or whatever it is, you know, I mean, I have a soft spot
Yeah,
for it.
right. Thinking of being Karen Cerullo for Halloween this year. Next year, I'll do Rita. And I don't know how she'd feel about that, though.
Oh, I think she'd get a kick out of it.
I would be very kind. I don't make fun. That's kind of like a policy of mine. Dave Conway,
Yeah.
a buddy. I'm friends with the city councilor. No big deal.
Mark? Oh, Mark, it's you! Hi! Oh, hi! I'm Josie. Oh, it's so wonderful to meet you face to face. Oh, you look just like your profile picture. Ah, so handsome.
You're Josie. You're kidding.
Nope. It's me, Josie, here in the flesh.
The flesh.
Not what you were expecting? Pleasantly surprised, are we?
You look nothing like your photo.
Yeah, I know. It's a teensy bit of a glamour pic. Everyone's doing that on these dating sites. Crazy what a difference an angle and some lighting can do.
Yeah, I'm not doing this. This is deranged.
What's your hang-up?
I don't know what kind of messed up person is under there, but I don't want anything to do with whatever this is.
What do you mean, this? Am I too much of a woman for you?
You're a puppet.
What? Oh, no. You've got this all right. Excuse you. I am a lady.
No, you're not, and this is ridiculous.
You're not even going to give me a chance?
Nope, this is a joke. Not doing it.
You're upset. I see that. I may have misled you just a tad.
Just a tad, huh? Hilarious. This is a great joke.
Didn't we have some serious online chemistry? Wouldn't it be a shame if we didn't explore that? You obviously liked something about me to ask me here. Please, give me a chance.
Hey, please stop.
No, I won't stop. I am comfortable with who I am. I have so much to offer if given the chance.
Oh, okay. Please stop.
I'm just like anybody else. I need love. Why doesn't anybody love me?
Please stop. If I agree to stay, will you stop? People are staring. How's this work?
Pardon me? I don't understand. How does what work?
You know, this, us. How would we proceed? We're on a date, right?
Mm-hmm.
So where do we go from here?
You can start with dinner. From there, well, who knows? I can be very creative and generous in intimate situations.
Oh, dear.
Keep an open mind, and we'll see where it goes from here.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I can handle that.
Good evening, folks. My name's Oscar. I'll be your waiter tonight. While you're looking over the menu, I thought you might enjoy some of our freshly made breadsticks.
Excuse me, does this have gluten in it?
Yes, sir, I believe it does.
Well, I have a severe gluten intolerance. Eating something like this can make me really sick.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
Are you trying to kill me?
No, of course
Get this
not.
crap out of here.
Yep, yes, sir.
Wow, do you have celiac disease?
Well, I haven't officially been diagnosed, but I just feel so much better, more energy, not as run down. You know, gluten is an unnatural thing. Cavemen didn't eat that crap.
Is that so?
Yeah, you know, a lot of people don't know these things, but I've been really enlightened in how to better take care of myself. You know, better diet, taking care of better my body.
I'm sorry. Nope, I can't accept that.
Whoa, where are you going?
honestly, I can't deal with this I don't eat gluten thing. This will never work. It was really nice meeting you. See you, Mark.
Wait. What the?
So where are you from?
Born in India.
Awesome.
Moved here for my college. Right after college for my first grad degree. I was 21, 22 at that time. In many ways, if I get elected to this office, I would be the first Indian American to actually be elected, I think, in the history of Massachusetts.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So it's historic, and I'm proud of where I am today, and I'm hoping that we can make a difference.
What do you do for work?
So my background is in technology.
Okay.
I've worked in engineering for engineering companies. I was in Silicon Valley for many years. And then I moved here to get my graduate degree in management. So that's how I ended up sort of in the New England area. Many years in California, a couple of years in consulting in Washington, D.C., but always in the tech space.
Can you teach me how to download music? Because I don't get that at all. My phone is garbage, and I try to play a Britney Spears song, and it just does not work.
Yeah. Somebody had asked Steve Jobs this question during the heyday of the Walkman, right? And they asked him, what do you think is the future of the music industry? And he kind of looked at them and he said, well, why do we need a Walkman? I think we're going to be at a point where you can sort of order everything on voice command.
Yeah,
and anything
right.
you want is going to appear in front of you.
Yeah.
And I'm really bummed out that the Google Glasses didn't actually come
they
through.
didn't catch on,
for
yeah.
privacy reasons, I guess they kind of canned that product. But, that really would have been the future, in my opinion.
Have you ever seen The Simpsons? There was this one thing that they would have, they had a shot of the future. They showed an episode of the future, and they had phones where you could see each other. And I remember thinking, that will never happen. And I called my mom on FaceTime the other day to wish her happy birthday, and I just got this flash in my mind of I'm living in the future.
It's a lot like Back to the Future, right?
Yeah.
You see Back to the Future. I think it is two, right? You see these windows that convert into these projections of your television.
Right.
We're not that far from that.
Pretty
anyway.
much,
You could
yeah.
pretty much project video images on your screen on your.
Or even you can see Tupac in concert as a
Yeah,
hologram.
As a hologram.
What? I'm waiting to see Joan Rivers as a hologram. I was a big Joan Rivers fan. She was my favorite comedian. The future is really terrifying. I was born right in that middle gap where I'm young enough that people expect that I should understand and know computers, but I was born in '84, so the computer classes I went to were old Macintosh that you had Mavis teaches spelling. It was not internet. We didn't have internet when I was little. Are you into any extreme sports?
No, I'm actually sort of not too crazy about adrenaline-based sports. I love nature, I love outdoors, don't get me wrong, but say bungee jumping, I would have a hard time with that. Or skydiving. It sounds really cool.
In concept.
I really wish I could sort of completely let myself go and just give it a shot. But even that 1 in a million chance of something going wrong, it kind of freaks me out.
Yeah, right.
So I wouldn't mind starting with rollerblading. I've never tried it.
Really?
Because in India, the rollerblades you have, they're not the single wheels, right? We have 4 wheels, kind of like a car.
Skates. Roller skates.
Skates. Sorry, roller skates.
Yeah. Same.
So it's a little more easier to do that. You're not thrown off balance.
I've never been on roller skates.
Really?
I've only rollerbladed. So we could do a switcheroo skis.
Okay.
Teach each other what's up.
There we go.
That'd be pretty cool. On that note, I am going to say thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I will see you on a hiking trail.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. I
Harry
appreciate it.
Corticari.
Thank you.
Which is actually the most lovely name. It's so fun to say your name. Harry Corticari. That's how you say it?
And you say it perfectly.
Oh, awesome.
There we go.